Well, morning guys, welcome back to another edition of Somerset Man Walking. It could be a very noisy edition. I will explain. So I'm in a tiny little village where I used to live many years ago when I first met my wife and eventually got married, and where my second daughter was born, basically. So yeah, this is a village of Felton, and the reason why it can get very noisy is because it's situated slap bang right next to Bristol International Airport. I'm going to have a little stroll across the common. I haven't been up here in years and years, 30 odd years now, or coming up to 30 years. So I'm just going to have a little stroll round. We might even see a plane coming in, you never know. Yeah, so this is Felton Common, guys. I used to come up here with my little uns. We'd have a barbecue, etc. You used to be able to drive your cars up here, but looks like they've stopped that now. Yeah, like I said, right next to Bristol Airport here, and you wouldn't believe it at the moment, but there is a plane coming in, and I will see if I can capture it. Should be coming in pretty much across the top of my head. No, I'm not quite in line with the runway yet, guys. Yeah, it's quite a big one as well. There you go, guys. First of our planes, and first of many, I would imagine, while I'm up here. If we don't see them, we'll hear them. Just heard one take off. We're literally at the depends on what way the wind's blowing, I think, or what way they take off. Today they're taking off away from the common and coming into land over the common. I don't think, it's very rare they go the other way, if at all. I may be completely wrong on that. But we used to live in a house about a mile away from here. Felton is actually quite spread out. And the planes, because we were up on a hill, and the planes literally passed our front window. Yeah, mad. But used to get very cold. It is cold today. My hand holding the camera is getting quite cold. But yeah. Anyway, just spin you round. So we're only about 4 miles from Bristol here, 4 or 5 miles. The hill that you can see in the distance there is Dundry. Those of you that are familiar with the area will know. So we're still in North Somerset here, and we're basically on a common right next to Bristol Airport, but also we are around about 5 miles from the Mendip Hills, and like I said, about 4 or 5 miles from Bristol, so we are sort of in between. So I can show you the airport now. I am still on the common, guys. I am not trespassing. I'd have the airport police on me straight away. So the plane that just landed, I can see him, he's just taxiing back up the runway. Got I think it's TUI, is it? TUI plane just there. In that shot. The Ryanair plane just taxiing up to the air, the apron, is it they call it? I am not, I've never flown, and I have no desire to. I always think that if you, the engine's cut out on a plane, well, you'd be stuck up there all night, wouldn't you? So there, Felton Common. It's a beautiful morning, I must admit. It is very cold, but it is a lovely morning up here. Still a bit dark because it is very early. So we are directly in line with the runway now, guys. Just pan around a bit, you can see the planes there. There's a sign here saying no drone zone. Well, it's not rocket science to work out why that is, really. There's actually a bit of frost on the ground up here. Obviously we're much higher up than the valley where I live. A lot higher up. I think we're around 200 metres above sea level up here, maybe slightly more. I know that Beacon Batch on top of the Mendix is higher than where I am now by about 100 metres, and that's 325, so I'm guessing. There's a strange little roundhouse up here, and I'm not too sure if it's looks like it should be like a windmill. And it could well have been in the past. I'll see if I can do a bit of research and find out. Yeah, that's that little roundhouse just there, guys. I don't want to go too close because it is private. And I know I wouldn't like it if people were poking a camera around where I live. So, there you go. Yeah, so guys, once I've uploaded this one, I am going to do a short video on Christmas Day for something a bit special. But once I upload this one, which will probably be between Christmas and the New Year, to be fair, it will be my 100th. I think I'm on 98 videos now. Can't believe it. 100 videos. It will be once I've done the one on Christmas Day and uploaded this one whenever I decide to edit it and upload it. I might do it today. A busy couple of days ahead, isn't it? You know, I am the cook in the house, so I've got to make sure I cook up all the meats, etc. All the party stuff. We're not going mad this year. There's only two of us, so yeah. I was hoping to see a plane take off. They've all gone a bit quiet at the moment. There was one taking off just as I came out. It's a hive of activity over there going on. Well, looks like somebody's off on their holidays. And there they go. I can smell the fumes. My God, make your eyes water. Yeah, that's not very polluting, is it? Jeez. Quite a quiet plane, that one, though, I must admit. Didn't make a real roar like some of them do. And there he goes, he's up in the air. Taking them somewhere nice and warm, I should imagine. we go. Well, we've seen one come in, guys, and we've seen one take off, so hopefully I've captured it. It's very difficult to see. There's another one just taxiing out now, you can probably hear in the background. So I'm going to walk down in the Felton village now and just have a quick look round for nostalgic reasons. Yeah, so guys, now up here in Felton, by the village green here, and this is Felton House. And I've just been chatting to a lovely guy called Rob who's renovating the place. They've done a lot of work to it, and still a lot more to do apparently. And this does actually date back to, well, the 1500s, so mid-1500s parts of the building. Obviously there's been add-ons, etc. So yeah, he's a really, really nice guy. So thanks, Rob, for that. If you do end up watching, he did say he would. So this is sort of like the centre of the village, really, I guess. And the village green. It does hold very many happy memories for me. To be honest, if my wife could drive at the time, we would not have moved. That building there, the cream one or the white one, is basically the old post office, which is now no longer a post office. So I'm going to take you down through an interesting lane called Frog Lane. Yeah, so just walking down through Frog Lane. I don't know why it's called Frog Lane, but you know, I don't know whether there's an old Ford or something down there at one point. I can't remember. It's a long time ago since I've ventured around this area. But yeah, he was just saying as well, there was 4 farms, and they're all called Felton. Well, Felton House, Felton Farm, Felton Lower Farm, Felton something else farm. I said, that's got to be a bit annoying for the postman, hasn't it? Of course, back then, they would have been about the only 4 buildings in the village itself. So I'm just having a little stroll around the village, bringing back a lot of memories. I'm just coming down now to the only pub in Felton, and that is the George and Dragon. I used to work behind the bar here, and where I kick-started my county darts career. Sort of got noticed whilst I was playing for the George and Dragon. I then played for the Bung Inn, which is no longer there. They've just demolished that. So yeah, coming down to the pub now. And I also used to work behind the bar. Or did I just say that? I used to work behind the bar anyway. And it was also where the Felton Eccles tug of war team used to pull out from. And there used to be a gantry in the back yard. I don't know whether that's still there. But there is the George and Dragon there that I used to frequent. Not only work behind the bar, but I did used to. It was my go-to place while I lived here. Lovely old pub. One thing I have noticed, everywhere you look around this village is residents parking only, residents parking only, no parking, residents only. And there's a very, very good reason for that. We're right next to Bristol Airport. They've had an absolute nightmare, the residents here, with the parking, as many of the other villages around this area. Yeah, so apparently this was the old post office as well, guys. But it predates the other one, so I've been told. There's that lovely old Felton house again, guys, from the other angle. So there you go, guys. That brings me to the end of my bimble around Felton, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do drop me a like, drop me a comment, maybe consider subscribing, it is free. So until next time, guys, all the best from Somerset, man walking. Have a lovely Christmas. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.